Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we're taking a look at Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. We're on episode 3. Ramona rents a video, and this has been a lot of fun for those of us who are fans of Scott Pilgrim or Michael Cera in general. All the actors in here, of course, they brought everybody back, so a lot of fun. I can't wait to get to it.
I mean, with a title like that, I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see what video she runs.
Blockbuster. Yeah, a fun first couple episodes. The first one threw us off a little bit until the very end. Then we got into some creative content for the second one, so I'm excited to see what direction we move forward here with.
Just keep giving me some Chris Evans with that villain voice.
Let's go!
TDR. That was old school.
Anyways, that's why I'm busy writing this movie. So don't bother calling. Oh, this is your son, by the way.
Don't call me Ma.
I've written nothing.
Mind soft word.
Who remembers those old computer speakers that he had on his computer? Those with the not.
Remembers them. Oh, who's doing the work? Somebody didn't ask.
My sleep paralysis demon.
Oh, sleep paralysis is the worst. Drop a comment if you've ever had it. It is the worst.
Kind of digging how they've written this beginning so far.
It's a little different, right?
Whoa. I wrote a feature-length screenplay on my sleep. I'm a screenwriter!
Achievement. Little achievement sound.
Have you guys ever had sleep paralysis?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I've had it.
It still like blows my mind that they were able to get everybody from the original cast back to do this, especially given how big a handful of names have got, you know.
She's doing her hair.
Again.
To do that every day, or I guess
No, she changes the colors up.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Buccaneers fan.
Ramona rents a video.
Insert coins.
What game?
That
one
kind of looked like Kirby or something, maybe.
Maybe.
Is that
yeah,
Mario
so if
Brothers
it's
3? Was it the third Mario Brothers that kind of looked like?
Just somebody kidnapped Scott Pilgrim and faked his death.
You're joking.
What?
Stacey, I'm taking my 15. You took your 15 20 minutes ago. We have customers.
Awesome. We don't have to touch that in the editing. They did it for us.
So I went back to the rocket to look at the security footage of what we thought was Scott's death.
I was going to say they're
Enhance.
Enhance.
Oh, wormhole.
Oh, okay. So he got dragged.
That demon.
Yep.
Someone grabbed him and pulled him into a portal.
Left
And
the coins. Okay. Now my interest level just went up a little bit more.
Yeah.
I knew it was too good to be true.
For others, we'll see. The future is a mystery.
Here's your croissant. And why would they get my hopes up by making it seem like he was dead?
hopes up. Jesus.
We went on one date. How good could it have been?
Honestly, great.
Your date with Scott Pilgrim?
I thought you could give me a quick rundown of the major characters in Scott's life.
Nice.
There's Steven's roommate, young Neil. He's kind of sheltered, and he's only 19. But don't let that fool you. He's an idiot.
What about Envy Adams?
Oh boy, Scott's ex, the big one.
Excuse me, I asked for an iced Americano. This is a hot Americano.
Then add some ice cubes to it. You stupid Stomped all over it with her patent leather combat boots. And that was before she went on to become a global sex symbol.
She's even hotter in person. Are we sure they dated?
Yeah, you're obviously.
Are we sure they dated?
You know who you should talk to? His other ex.
What is Sex the Bomb without Scott? He really added something to our sound. Something undefinable.
Bass. He added bass.
Right! What if we find a new bass player and they make us worse?
The odds are they'd make us better, because we probably sucked. You want to try playing something together? Just for fun?
Me and you?
I don't see anyone else in here.
She's wearing his
Crush
jacket.
it now, right? Digging it. Taking the baseline for a walk.
I thought it was starting off a little bit like T-Rex.
You know, kind of going back to what you said in our reaction to Scott Pilgrim, do you have to be high to watch this? Just think if you were now.
Are we doing this wrong, guys?
No, that's just a suggestion, not requirement.
It's a requirement.
No accounts. Membership required.
Membership required, but not an account.
Funny thought. Maybe he faked it.
Oh, Zos.
3,500.
You've been using Scott's unconscious dreamscape to deliver DVDs quicker?
You're the first person in Canada to understand that. It's not a complicated concept.
No wonder you're putting us out of business.
Canada?
No, video stores.
Canada.
A sheep? Draw me a sheep. He was always an idiot.
His laugh.
Is Scott drawing you a sheep your most romantic memory, or?
There was this one time I was kidnapped by a rival school and Scott had to...
That's a romantic memory.
Dude, so we're kind of getting, I don't know how true it is to the books, but we're getting some backstory.
You like him, don't you?
Netflix.
There were sparks.
Ugh, you're in trouble.
Why does this always happen to me?
I don't know. Maybe you could ask one of your 7 evil exes.
Kim, customer!
Oh, huh. This is unexpected.
Well, you better get better.
Oh.
You two know each other?
We were college
Better
roommates
get better at expecting.
and more.
So,
Roxy Ritcher, Ramona's 4th evil ex.
okay. 4th? What about 2 and 3?
4 ain't nothing but a number, baby. Besides, the league lies in ruin.
Why are you even...
Because I have something the others...
Oh, Jesus. Move the thing.
You want to talk about feelings? Start talking.
I've got a better idea. Let's fight about them!
Ramona Flowers.
Oh, we're getting Ramona versus her.
Yeah.
Jesus, demolishing
Are we
the
really
place.
doing this again?
Oh, shit.
It's a bag of holding.
Ramona!
She gonna...
That's why she was biting her.
An old movie?
Oh, there's that light again. Okay.
This animation is just
Yeah, pretty good. Getting worked, Ramona. This is great.
That's cheap.
Oh, in the face.
See, that's what's great about the animation, right? It just leaves them with
Yeah.
so many
Yeah,
possibilities.
total freedom to do anything.
The memories.
I...
Is this the breakup?
Oh!
Okay, that's not good.
Roxy! I'm sorry
Ooh, an apology.
For what?
for leaving the way I did.
Ooh, that was it.
That was cold.
If only one of those boxes had a parachute on it.
Let's grab onto it and slide out the back with it. There's somebody else we know.
Roxy!
No way she makes the save. How are they gonna save this one? Oh, okay.
Land in a fantasy land, Dave.
Pretty sure we're not supposed to be sober right now, Dave.
Oh, yeah, like a cactus.
Is this gonna count as a defeat then? I doubt it because she's awake, but
As far as I'm concerned, you won. We were pretty immature.
The sprinkler system's just going off. They're laying there.
I can't remember the last time I just hung out with the girls. This is nice.
The snacks aren't free, you know.
You were really kicking my ass.
Rumples.
Nice. Should we kiss?
He's not dead. It's complicated. I've got to find him first, but I'd like to be your friend.
With benefits? What about you?
What about you? So is Ramona gonna have to make nice with all of her exes?
What about your hot coworker? Is she coming back?
Okay, it's time for you to leave.
question. Got me some Office vibes from that one.
Now you're one step closer to the dumb boy of your dreams, and you buried the hatchet with an ex.
It's a productive
got
day.
so much.
Does that work for Scott too, though?
Don't tell me I'm gonna have to do this with all 7.
I think so.
Hollywood legend Lucas Lee is one of your exes.
Unfortunately.
Damn, Ramona. I know he's a handsome, big-chested devil-may-care Hollywood deep. Evil enough to kidnap a dude and fake his death?
Only one way to find out.
One way to find out.
On the next episode,
Next episode.
Oh.
Fake me out.
Oh,
Fake
look at
me
that.
out.
the robot.
My mistake. Thought you were a garbage can.
Sorry.
Oh, Gideon Graves? G-Man?
Oh.
Gideon Graves wasn't my birth name. It was an identity I created. When I moved to New York City, I left my past behind and leveled up.
Leveled up.
Is she gonna remember something?
Gordon Goose from North Bay, Ontario?
Then you do remember me. You may be the only one who does. Julie, I've lost everything. My empire is gone. My billionaire friends have shunned me. Even my millionaire friends have turned their backs. I couldn't even get a reservation at McDonald's.
I don't think they do that.
Don't do that.
Last of my pocket money on bus fare to Toronto.
Gordon, get your butt in here.
How's this gonna play now?
That's an interesting shot.
Yeah.
All Gordon needs is some lerv.
Well, that was a pretty
So
decent
that's a way to
cliffhanger
end
there.
it. Almost felt
Wow.
like a post-credit scene the way they did that.
That
with Gordon.
That kind of did in a way.
Gideon.
With Gideon, because now Gideon, I don't know. I find that just pretty intriguing the way they kind of did that with.
Yeah.
This whole thing has been pretty cool with the
very
different
trippy.
perspectives.
Right, and the way that, I kind of picked up on a little bit earlier, is Ramona going to have to go back and sort of make amends with her exes
Yep.
to defeat the League of Evil Exes? Because, as we saw, if she makes nice with them, well, then they're not necessarily evil, are they? And the whole league kind of goes away. So, another really good story. We didn't have any Michael Cera in it, but I'm starting to think that
we
maybe
did. Technically.
maybe his presence in this series is going to be somewhat limited, maybe, but who knows? Anyhow, a lot of fun. Gonna get to see some more X's. I hope they kind of change up the battles a little bit, like they've been doing, where they drop into different
they have been. That was
eras
just
in the TV screens, and different weird fantasy places that they're falling into and whatnot. That's all a lot of fun. And again, if not for this channel, this is definitely something on Netflix that I would have passed on, despite having Michael Cera in it, I think.
Well, because we wouldn't have seen the movie if it
Yeah,
wasn't for the
wow.
channel.
I mean, you look at it it too. Like we saw that Ramona was actually the one to blame for like maybe this relationship ending poorly, which made her an evil ex. That she was too afraid to face her to tell her that it was over with, and just walked out with a smile, seeing who is she seeing though on the other side.
Yeah,
of
who
that
did she
wall?
walk to?
Because she had a big smile. So
Well, it looked like she was moving out. Didn't that?
yeah,
feel like
yeah,
out of the dorm?
Out of the dorm.
I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Was she was moving out of the dorm, but yeah. So then we saw that Ramona is actually the bad person in this one. But yeah, it was fun with them going through different movie styles, and like even when they're on the plane, you could see the little like speckle marks that they would have on the old school movies that that are always fun to see with how they do that now with technology to make it all old school feel. So yeah, it was a fun episode to see how one of her exes goes, and now I can't wait for the one with Chris Evans. That's going to be Lucas Lee. That's going to be that's going to be the fun one, I think.
Yeah, maybe the whole problem was Ramona.
You're stealing my thunder. That's what I was going to get to.
His notes,
and granted, this was only one episode, right? But Ramona admitted that she was wrong. And, I really didn't think about it till we got into this discussion. Answer brings it up. But it's like everybody knows somebody who has gone through multiple relationships. And on the outside looking in, you're like, oh, that's this isn't good. They've dated 500 people. And then when you talk to that person about why it ended, well, this person's a jerk, and that person's an asshole, and that person's a D-bag, and that person's this. And the whole time you're thinking like, but is it really them? Like, is it really them? Like, yeah.
Good comparison.
Look,
Yeah, no kidding.
there's, three sides to everybody's story, my side, your story, and the truth. And,
and then their truth.
and yeah, right. And then, so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because this is a very relatable real life scenario where somebody's like, well, every one of my exes is the worst. And it's like, maybe they say the same thing about you. But in any regard, very interesting to watch. Diamond Dave brought it up. I'm not sure if it's going to make the cut, but one has to wonder if you're supposed to be, partying a little. Well, I shouldn't say partying because the context in which
the way you guys are partying.
If you shouldn't be enjoying a few sarsaparillas, either liquid or inhaled or whatever, aerosol. Before
walking on sunshine.
Yeah, I think this, If you look, there's a handful of movies that you've watched, TV shows, where it's just brought up like if you're on something, then it enhances the viewing experience. And this show, if any I've ever watched, gets the vibes like I'm pretty sure I should be like, tripping for it. Can I say hi on the channel, Dave? Do you got to edit that out?
No, I think that's YouTube acceptable. Not from our standpoint, but from YouTube, like the platform.
Yeah, the platform.
Most you know how it works.
So I just feel like you should either be smoking or drinking or something when you're watching this show. It's entertaining, but the visuals of it lead me to believe that it had a purpose for having the visuals be the way they are.
Well, some would say that's video game reference or anime reference, because I know they said this was Scott Pilgrim anime. But either way, like I'm kind of on to what I think you said, Quinn. Ramona's the part of the problem, right? I wouldn't say all the problem, but part. At least that's kind of the vibe I'm getting to with the way they set it up with her. I wasn't expecting that kind of a backstory to be provided to us, because in the film, which I need to stop because it's two different things, but from the film, we didn't get that. Well, at least to my memory. So correct me if I'm wrong, someone or you. But it's cool to see that we are getting these perspectives now. I'm just curious if this was in any of the books. I'm going to keep asking that, so you guys keep feeding me some information so I can level up in my knowledge for this. But with Scott 2, we're actually seeing some memory, some backstory on Scott too, from when he was younger. So that's actually pretty cool too. So I am liking the way that they are taking us through this journey of Ramona's perspective and others' perspective, because of course the film was mainly Scott taking on evil exes, right? So in here, I'm actually really appreciative that we are seeing this, because it helps enhance the characters and helps at least me get invested more into what we are going through with these characters. So far, I'm actually pretty impressed by it so far.
And she apologized. Ramona apologized and said, "Hey, maybe we were young and immature yet." So,
Which is that happens a lot, right?
Imagine had somebody young made an error in a
young and
relationship.
immature.
That never happened.
Made a bad college decision as far as a relationship concerned.
Soccer.
oh, there we go. That was the third episode. This is getting really fun. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course Answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.
He's got a giant picture.
That's
of
how
himself.
Quinn sleeps. Giant poster of
Allegedly.
himself. I thought it was actual glasses.
Quite the estate. There it is. The
And saw Kiki. She was all like, and I'm like, whatever.
Interesting.
It's up to me, and she's all like, hey, aren't you that dude? And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And this girl comes up, and she's all like, and I'm like, yeah, whatever.
God, I need to download this song.
Well, I'm like, yo, Zappa, what's up? He's like, I'm like, that's cool.
I like how you ended. That's cool.
Yeah, that'll happen.
That's my agent, fellas.
Agent Showbiz.
So what I do right this time?
I've got bad news. Pound's on the verge of saying, see you later, boy. You are one mistake away.
You want goody two-shoes? Buy them at a shoe store.
That's cool.
Your flight to Toronto departs in 4 hours. And remember, you must be professional at every...
Wow.
or the stardom you love so much will slip through your grasp.
The stardom.
Whatever.
That whole sequence there I liked with the way they were doing that with the lines.
Oh, look at that.
Forth.
Oh, doing the hair again.
Yep.
What color is she going with today?
Orange. Pink.
I'm going to go with...
Green.
Oh, there's green. Oh, green and yellow? Nice.
She's coming to Lambo.
Yeah.
Green and light green.
Lime green.
Oh,
Was she in the Avatar state?
That
She had the
was-
glowing eyes.
She just
skates
skates
right
right
in.
under it.
Young Neil?
Ramona! Love the new hair. I see. They're about to roll the camera. Not like a bowling ball. The camera doesn't roll at all.
just happened to be his movie.
I'm just the writer.
Of this movie.
Uh-huh.
You wrote a movie.
Yes.
Love the gray beard.
Oh,
It's who's going to play her.
Why is Envy Adams dressed like me?
She's playing Ramona Flowers.
What's the title of this movie?
Quiet on the set.
Gotta have the star.
Got Pilgrim's precious little life.
Edgar Wrong instead of Edgar Wright.
Nice catch.
I'm kind of seeing someone in the band. That's crazy. I am too. We're both dating Scott at the same time and don't know it.
Cut! Yes, our lead character is flawed.
Flawed.
Wrote an entire script about a world where Scott Pilgrim won the fight with Matthew Patel. Wait, who is he playing in this?
no.
No way.
He's Scott Pilgrim, Lucas Lee.
No way.
Oh, that
Jacked
A little
up
shop of
Pilgrim.
horrors.
Yeah.
Did you know in the U.S. these are called Mario Karts? Oh, well, they're definitely called that in Japan.
On the
Pretty
road
sure that's
between
not
the
true either.
sound stages.
Agreed.
E.T.
I know my way around the studio.
Who is it? I'm working on my line.
We need to talk.
I'm not sure we do.
About Scott Pilgrim.
I'm Scott Pilgrim.
No, the real Scott Pilgrim.
You saying I'm a fake Scott Pilgrim?
Do you even know what this movie is about? Have you read the script?
I read the title. Well, as not fun as it's been to catch up. Crank that Lucas Lee charm to 11.
Let's make out.
Are you hitting on me?
Maybe I am, and maybe I am.
Ugh, gross.
Just skates
My
away.
lord. Yeah.
What brings you here?
I heard they hired a notorious heterosexual to play me.
Notorious.
I had a dream about that girl again.
I didn't care the first time you told me. I care even less now.
Cut! Let's go again!
How was that? Gay enough? Any?
I can't place the voice.
Go back in time and never audition for this part. I'm Wallace Wells. Method. Wow.
Method.
I love it!
Is Gideon the director?
Have you acted before? I considered it, but I was worried I'd be too good at it. I hear Mr. Lee is already balls deep in a sweaty affair with someone on the production.
Jesus Christ.
It's Ramona.
Those are screens.
Yeah.
No, there's a Lucas Lee character, and Scott tricks him into grinding to death. I'd never fall for that.
There's Lucas Lee in the movie. So he's playing Scott.
The robots.
Scott defeats all your exes, and the two of you live happily ever after.
Young Neil may not be the brightest, but he has a vivid imagination.
You think I'd kidnap some Canadian loser and fake his death?
You willfully chose to join a league of evil exes.
Valid point.
League of Evil Exes.
You're a quintessential Hollywood bad boy.
You can't judge me. You're on a quest to find a guy who was dating a high schooler. My God.
The actor playing Scott Pilgrim is dating an actress playing a high schooler. That's actually hilarious.
ZMZ or what?
He's 31 in real life.
She's 31 in real life.
Paparazzi.
What is this?
Taking him out.
Lucas!
All right, working pretty good as a team.
They are.
Oh, jeez. Just keep going.
It's a hairspray or hair pomade or something. Paparazzi got a full film set up.
Lucas Lee versus the...
Oh, nice.
Ah, okay.
That's a lot.
Nice.
Like a bunch of Agent Smiths after him.
They're all on the
jeez.
ceiling.
What the hell?
What is that now? Jaws.
A little bit of symbology there.
Oh my. That's a ton. There's got to be a move where it just takes out all of them at once.
Looks like it right here.
Almost kind of looks like a shield.
It's going to be the same thing for them?
Who's gonna win?
Oh, remember that was the one that
there
was
goes his
broken.
They changed up the animation there for a minute too during the fight.
Out.
Ah.
Need an assist?
Why would you help me?
What do you mean? I always helped you.
No.
All
I'm
right,
really digging this
another-
backstory stuff.
Another throwback here.
Clong.
Yeah. Until you left me with nothing but a broken heart
Still has her pictures up in his locker.
and a broken board.
Oh.
The biggest star.
Kept a tape. Maybe that was a tape that was playing that day.
Are you gonna let me help you or not?
Lucas Lee, we know you're in there.
T-Rex.
All clear.
I just got off the phone with my... Well, there goes my career. It's like I'm a show that's no longer on the air. And I'll be back to being nobody.
This is so weird. She's just carrying his head.
Still think I kidnapped the real Scott Pilgrim?
I don't see you as a kidnapping guy. Or a portal guy.
Good, because I didn't. That was the night of the Teen Sorcerer 4 premiere in L.A. I got blitzed and puked on Winifred Haley.
Teen Sorcerer 4.
He's not my boyfriend. Whoever did this kept that train from leaving the station. Take care of yourself, Lucas.
Whatever.
Ah.
See the kid landed on the...
Oh, there's our portal.
Vegan powers, vegan portals?
Looks like Superman's up next.
Yep.
I'm vegan, and I'm here to audition for part of Scott Pilgrim.
They'll tell you. Just wait.
Good luck.
Watch out, guys. Vegan coming through.
Is the tall, skinny security guard Simon Pegg? Or am I just assuming?
I did.
It could
that
be.
vibe, I could be wrong.
I figure with...
Oh, wow. That one was
Simon
pretty
Pegg.
cool.
Look
It
at
was.
you.
Finally got one. Holy
Who was it? Wait, go back quick. Who was number 2?
Mason. We got one.
Because I'm wondering
you.
if that was what's his face. So there's Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg.
Yep.
So then
Nick
who was number
Frost?
2? Was it? Yeah, was it?
was Nick
Nick
Frost.
Frost.
All
The
right.
whichever one. What did he say
Nick
that?
Frost
Oh
is
shit,
from-
Megan coming through.
What's Nick Frost?
Like
from?
all of
Those two are in
Simon-
Shaun of the Dead together.
All those movies.
Did you see those?
Hot Fuzz.
Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah.
No.
Because they want us to watch like the whole Edgar Wright trilogy.
Yeah, did you see any of those movies with Simon Pegg?
Which ones? I didn't see
Shaun of the Dead,
Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz,
No.
And
and
there's-
the World's End.
Oh, The World's End. Yeah.
Oh, well,
All right.
There we go. Look at that.
I
Look
didn't
at
see
you.
World's End, but
Look
Nice.
at you guys.
Ah,
I'm so proud of you, bud. It wasn't a
at that.
face, but it was a voice.
That is awesome.
The first time I heard it, I was going to say something, but then they moved on. I didn't want to wreck the,
the moment.
the
The moment.
Yep.
But yeah, that is
hey,
awesome.
Another
Good work.
fantastic episode. And there was one, I can't believe I'm
Oh, it's
pulling
right there,
this out of
Simon
here.
Pegg.
Yeah, Simon Pegg security guard. Thanks, Answer. But no, there was one thing that I
Kudos.
can't believe I'm pulling out of this. And that is that, and this is going to sound so weird coming out of this show, but sometimes you have to thank your enemies because sometimes they make you who you eventually become. And that's a crazy thing that I can't believe I pulled out of this, but it was really cool to see a little bit of that thrown in here. And like we thought, Ramona is going to have to go back and maybe make nice with the X's, and maybe that changes everything. Now, I don't think it's vegan powers behind doing the portals directly. I think it's somebody else. I think there's a higher power, if you will, who's probably doing it. So I'm excited to see who's behind it. But man, this storyline is really damn good, and I would say it's on par with the motion picture. So I'm having a lot of fun with this one.
So once again, it was the ex that had their heart like broken by Ramona, but as we saw, she helped him out at first, with, being there for him when he kept failing with his skateboarding to get him to a better spot. And where was I gonna? There was something I was gonna say about that too with but yeah, maybe that's what this is just that she has been the one being the one that's been wrong that we were talking about earlier. And this was just a fun episode to see that, and then also a new sort of opponent, as you will, as it was all of the paparazzi as they're ninjas, and they got full boom mics and movie set ready to go for taking pictures. And then this is what I was going to get back to is I was wondering why he was looking at the broken skateboard. What significant meaning did that have, as we saw right away in the beginning of the episode? And it turns out, yeah, he broke it that day because his heart was broken, so he broke his first board too.
Yeah, a lot of Easter eggs in this one too.
So it was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was interesting. They, at the end, we saw a very vulnerable side of Lucas Lee, which up until this point, they had portrayed him as anything but that.
Yep.
Just your like stereotypical like meathead Hollywood. I think I'm all that. And you get like his villain story origin, if you will, about the girl that broke his heart and set him on his path. Now, of course, his path to success didn't have to be laden with terrible decisions, but
whatever.
I think it's a you can take it as a decent lesson. Like, look, anybody who's at some point where they're at, like, you can look back, and if you're happy with where you're at, you can look back at situations where you thought like that was a low point in your life, but do this like hypothetical what if that had changed even a little bit. And I can go back like every successful step, like, well, like if I had done this instead of this, which I regretted, then I wouldn't have had this opportunity. And if this opportunity hadn't fallen through the way it did, then the next door wouldn't have opened.
Then you're in an A24 movie.
Right.
Exactly.
And so it's like if you're at a point in your life where you're generally happy about the way things are, it's tough to look back with like complete regret. And I know it's cliche, but every little thing that happens puts you on the path to where you're at. So I thought that was fun. As these guys mentioned, the paparazzi ninja chase was fun. It was a little different because we didn't see like a one person versus one person, like a main character versus a main character. It was just him versus the paparazzi. And, I don't think there's much love lost for anybody in the paparazzi in Hollywood. So definitely another fun episode. I like the ending where they brought in another one of the exes. We learned it wasn't Lucas Lee. And, of course, the vegan coming through. A little cameo from Simon Pegg, or at least a voiceover cameo. And Nick Frost. So that was a lot of fun. Another very unique episode. And just what was there, 8 or 10 of these? 8. So we're halfway through.
Yeah. Talk about an easy payday for Chris here, because I'm sure this is the last. Well, I'm assuming this is the last that we're probably going to see of him until the end, when we have what seemed to be I think the title is Scott versus the World or something like that. But if we don't see Chris again, talk about just an easy payday, because I feel like there was it felt like this amount of lines, while a lot of it was like action or something like that, but whatever. But it was still great to see. I almost kind of want like a second Scott Pilgrim movie, because Chris Evans then, right, wasn't totally on the map just the way he is now. So even just seeing him now as clean for the most part, Captain America, and now this, I can just do whatever, with that voice and everything like that. I think it'd be great to see Chris do that again. And we've kind of made comments too. It's great to see Chris as the antagonist, slimeball, whatever you want to say in that, because he pulls it off pretty great. I'm really intrigued by these backstories, which are obviously a huge pivotal part of the storytelling that they're doing in this, to kind of give us more insight to why Ramona was the heartbreaker. I'm not going to say she was the bad one in it. It's just she has the moment of what they're showing us, one bad moment of where and how it ends.
Yeah, one small thing. If she would have tweaked that, the whole thing.
Yeah, they're not playing. They're not. They're playing Ramona out. They're not putting her in this light where she's a terrible person. Like the last episode. The last episode, it's like, okay, she left without saying goodbye, and it's like, yeah, some people have their own reasons for walking away without saying goodbye, but it's not like you did something terrible. And in this one, they just said he broke up with Lucas Lee. They didn't say she did anything bad. So it's like, just want to make it clear. It's not like, I think after the last review we talked about, it might not be Ramona's fault, and it's like, maybe not as much Ramona's fault. It's just maybe the exes aren't like as evil as being played out to be. And of course, it could be the evil exes. I mean, that could be from Scott Pilgrim's point of view, or the final guy. Look, when you're the newest boyfriend or girlfriend, everybody else before you is like the evil ex, right? So, well, not always, but but yeah, definitely an interesting path we're going down, and it's been a lot of fun. I think the most fun with this is I literally have no idea what to expect at all. It's like, look, with a lot of shows, it's like, okay, we don't know exactly how things are going to play out, but you can I expect there to be this drama and that drama, whatever. Like this, I literally have no clue what's happening, and it makes it a fun ride.
Yeah, and again, like it's cool that she's not like the be all to blame. It's just the one moment on there, which I'm finding that super intriguing too, because it's like, all right, cool, we're getting the backstory. How did it end to where they think versus what she thought? And it's kind of cool to see that perspective. But yeah, this one was like zero Scott Pilgrim in this one, where the last one we had like a flashback at least.
Well,
so I'm really intrigued.
They had Lucas Lee dressed up like Scott Pilgrim.
Dressed up like
and then they were going to have somebody else playing Lucas Lee.
Yeah, that was great.
Was brilliant.
So I'm really intrigued now to see what the vegan power is going to bring here for
Brandon Routh.
Like, what was the setup back then, and then how did she end it? That's kind of what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Maybe she made him a vegan. Who knows?
Well, we saw that they were in high school together, so because that was right after Lucas. So look at that, halfway through. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, very proud for getting one. Mason Quinn.
Wasn't James Hatfield either.
Of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.